You know, as a kid, I don't necessarily remember, but my parents probably thought that above all else, you know, maybe I was a good listener. So I grew up playing classical piano and cello.
I have fond memories of my dad and Kevin playing piano, and we grew up playing music.
AXEL, we're all about sound. It's not just about quality, it's about the subjectiveness of sound. What we're trying to do with AXEL is to personalize the listening experience through both sound and design elements that are ultimately defined by you. To really tell the story of AXEL, we'd have to go back to when it all began with my father, Sam.
Growing up in Korea, I heard radio, shoebox cassette player, vinyl records, but I never heard music through headphones until I moved to the States. I was 18 years old with really no money at all. My first job was selling electronics door to door in New York City. I still remember the Walkman that I had. It was what I used to when walking around the city by myself. That's when I discovered how personal the experience of listening to music could be. After 25 years working and after founding and leading one of the world's largest consumer electronics manufacturers, pretty much from the ground, I wanted to try something new and different.
My dad came to us with this concept of how he wanted to change the headphones industry.
Audio company can invest so much of their time and even try to patent like certain airways to really bring out like a certain frequency range, because to them that's good sound. But then somebody else might not think that sounds good to them because they want to hear something else. So good quality sound is still at the end of the day like very subjective or personal. The SOUNDSCAPE's idea came from the notion that the way you listen to sound should be as unique as, you know, your own identity or your own taste.
While AXEL headphones all share the same exterior design, the difference between each soundscape comes down to the inner engineering. Soundscapes are specifically engineered speaker units to match your musical preferences.
Right now we have 3 soundscapes.
Core, deep, and pure.
SOUNDSCAPE Pure is an extremely open and refined sound for those people who really care for the fine details.
People who love classical music, jazz, indie.
SOUNDSCAPE Deep for the people who really crave for like the immediacy of sound.
People who listen to mostly bass-heavy music.
And then the last one is SOUNDSCAPE Core, which is probably our most dynamic sound, the most balanced sound. So it's great for pop and rock. Each soundscape is a musical identity. Now, how do we get to that point? That's where a Spotify app comes in. We can go straight to your first degree preferences and use that to pair you with the best soundscape that's gonna best reproduce your favorite kinds of music. Over a year ago when we started, our designers began with this very neutral design concept.
We started with this idea of a blank slate, and each part of the headphone is detachable.
You know, for us it's really cool to know that all of our users will first have to build it on their own.
Be able to mix and match the colors and the designs to fully cater to how you want to express yourself. As someone who cares a lot about design and about quality, we've spent a lot of our energy focusing on finding the best materials that'll create a product that is durable, lasting, and timeless.
So that's why we're here. It's been over a year now of keeping this project just to ourselves, and we're ready to turn what began as this quiet passion for us, inviting you guys to join us in turning that into our collective reality.